The next rule is the product rule. A raised to m times a raised to n is equal to a raised to the sum of m and n, or m plus n. This says that to multiply two exponents with the same base, you keep the base and add the power or exponents. Tandaan natin, kung mag-a-add tayo ng exponents using product rule, kailangan magkapareha ang base nila. Kung hindi magkapareha ang base nila, do not add the exponent. Yan yung product rule. So, for example, in number 1, so we have x raised to 7 times x raised to 4. Magkapareha yung base nila. So, copy the base, x, and then add the exponent, 7 plus 4. So, copy the base, and then 7 plus 4 is 11. So, this is the answer of our example number 1. X raised to 7 times x raised to 4 is x raised to 11. Our example number 2, we have coefficient 4 and 5. So, multiply to 4 and 5 equals 20. Take note, kailangan po natin tingnan yung magkaparehang base. So, ang base natin dito, first base po natin is A. So, multiply to A. So, we have A. Add natin yung exponent nila na 2 and 2 equals 4. Then, B and B, exponent 3 and 4. So, the sum is 7. And the last variable, or our base C, add the exponents 3 and 5. So, or 3 and 5 equals 8. So, this is the answer of our example number 2. And example number 3, so mayroon tayong variable na x, y, and z, x, y, and z, and the third parenthesis, x, y, and z. So again, titingnan natin yung first variable natin, x. So focus tayo sa base natin. Dapat magkapareha yung base bago natin i-add ang exponent. So, the first base in the first parenthesis is x. The second base in second parenthesis is x, and the third variable, or the base in third parenthesis, is x. So, x, add natin yung 4 plus 7 plus 3. And the second variable is y, add the exponent 5, next, plus 3, and the last exponent of y is 6. And then our last variable, the exponent 2, 3, and 2. 2 plus 3 plus 2. So, copy natin yung base, x. So, the sum of 4, 7, and 3 is 14. And y, the sum of 3 exponents, 5, 3, and 6 is 14. And the last variable is z. So the sum of exponents 2, 3, and 2 is 7. Again, this is our product rule. The next rule is power rule, or powers to powers. A raised to m, open and close parentheses, raised to n is equal to a raised to the product of m and n, or m times n. Ibig sabihin nito, i-multiply nyo lang yung exponent or power sa labas na exponents. Okay? So, napakadali lang nito. Again, ulitin natin. I-multiply nyo lang yung exponent na nasa loob ng parentheses papunta sa labas ng parentheses. So, example number 1, open 2, x raised to 4, y raised to 3, and z raised to 4, and close parentheses raised to 3. Any number or variable, kapag wala tayong makikitang number dyan, hindi tayo magpo-focus muna sa variables or sa base. Tandaan natin, may coefficient tayo na 2 dito. So, kapag walang exponent yan, tandaan natin, any number or variable, mayroon po yung exponent na 1. So, unahin muna natin yung coefficient natin na 2. Okay, 2. 1 times 3 is 3. And we have our first variable is x. So, multiply the exponent 4 to 3 is 12. The next variable is y. So, multiply the exponent of 3 to 3 exponents equals 9. And the last variable is 4 times 3 is 12. Pwede na po itong answer na to. Pero pwede rin natin i-simplify yung 2 raised to 3 is 8. Why? Because 2 raised to 3, kapag i-simplify po natin yan, 2 times 2 times 2. So, 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So, the 2 raised to 3 is 8. So, copy. X raised to 12. Y raised to 9. And Z raised to 12. Our next example, open parenthesis x raised to 2, y raised to 4, and z raised to 4, and close close parenthesis raised to 4. So again, i-multiply lang po natin yung exponents or powers to powers. So we have unahin muna natin yung x. So 2 times 4 is 8. And the next variable is y. So 4 times 4 is 16. And the next variable is z. So 4 times 4 is 16. Our third example, or the last example. So, ang base natin is 2 raised to 3. Again, the power or the exponent po natin dito ay 3 multiply to 2. So, we have 2. 3 times 2 equals 6. So, 2 raised to 6. Kung isimplify pa natin itong 2 raised to 6, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 64. So, this is our power rule. The next rule is negative exponent rule. A raised to negative n equals 1 over a raised to positive n. This says that negative exponents in the numerator get moved to denominator and become positive exponents. Negative exponents in the denominator get moved to the numerator and become positive exponents. If the base is powered by the negative exponent, then the base becomes a reciprocal with the positive exponents. So, tandaan natin, for all A, it is not equal to 0. Kasi po, kung magsi-0 po yung A natin, our problem is undefined. So, napakadali lang ito. So, parang sa tingin lang po natin, napakahirap nito. Pero in negative exponent rule, gawin lang nating positive ang exponent. Paano? Reciprocal form lang po. So, our example number 1, we have 2 raised to 1. So, we have 1 or 1 over 2 raised to 1, or simply says 1 over 2. So, in problem number 2 or example number 2, so x raised to negative 2, so reciprocal 1 over x raised to 2. Okay. Our example number 3, we have 3 over 10, open and close parentheses, raised to negative 4. Fraction ito, may numerator at saka may denominator, and also ang exponent nila is negative 4. Para magiging positive 4 ito, so ang 10 from denominator magiging numerator na siya. And then, ang 3 natin dito, galing po sa problem natin na nasa numerator magiging denominator. And then, our exponent becomes positive 4. Okay. Our number 4 example, we have y over x, open and close parentheses, raised to negative a. So, magkapareha lang po yung approach ng question number 3 and question number 4. So, ang denominator na x natin magiging numerator. At ang numerator natin na y magiging denominator. Gagawin lamang natin ito kapag ang ating exponent ay negative. At magiging siyang positive a. So, this is the negative exponent rule.